not what I
So
want.
ladies, I like to say thank you all for doing this short notice. Not even short notice. You know how we like to just kind of do things on a whim. And sometimes it just works out best that way. So I'm thankful to have this opportunity to speak with each of you and all of us come together to talk about perimenopause versus menopause, all the things that we experience in and I guess we can all just respond and lead that way. And then whoever's speaking first or raises a hand or however it works, I don't know what your tech savviness is on the Zoom via the phone. I'm driving in the vehicle, so my question for everyone is, what was your first indication that you were experiencing symptoms and that you weren't sure what it was? Anyone? You got to unmute yourself if you're going to talk, though. So Nadine, how about you?
Here we go. I said the only thing I had was some hot flashes. I would just get real hot and then I would get back cold and then I get hot and then I get cold. It didn't last long though, and then it was over.
How long did it last for you?
Maybe like 2 weeks.
Are you serious?
That's how long I had those hot flashes for. I don't know what the other symptoms are. Who knows? Maybe I'm having symptoms now and just don't know.
Man.
But those are one.
Well,
Those
let me have the water you're drinking. Let me have the water.
Wow.
So how old were you when you realized, what age were you when you started having symptoms?
53.
If you don't mind. You don't have to answer that.
This just happened like a few months ago.
Well, girl, okay. It ain't over with then. It started a little bit, then it goes away, and it comes back again, and it goes away. Those 2 weeks.
So, Natasha, how long have you been experiencing it?
My situation was just totally different from everybody's. Remember, I went into early menopause because of cancer.
Yes. So do you mind touching on that topic?
Yeah, mine was totally different. When I was taking the drugs, they actually knew that.
Okay, first of all, you can't just lead with when I was taking the drugs. It's just let's elaborate.
Okay, when I was about to start chemo, they actually asked me if I wanted to freeze my eggs because one of the things that happened is menopause. Is one of the side effects from the drugs that I was taking. So at the time I was like, I already had 2 kids. I was about to be 40. I was like, nah, I don't need to freeze no eggs. But when I started taking, I was good. But when I started taking the chemo, I started experiencing all the symptoms, the hot flashes, the mood swings, the everything you could think of, like and also probably a little bit more of it was because of the chemo as well. But what happened was immediately after I stopped chemo, my period came back and everything was normal for about maybe 6 weeks. And then after that, I went straight into menopause. After that, I started having the hot flashes again, the mood swings. And what is it? What else you get?
Night sweats.
The night sweats is ridiculous. The hot flashes are ridiculous. You'll just be standing there. Yeah, you'll be like literally standing there, and it's like a heat that just comes over you, and it's like internal. So you can't even run from it. You can't do nothing. It's just like a heat.
The never-ending heat that follows you everywhere you go.
Yeah. Like I said, my husband was right there with me because I'd be sitting there, let's say we're in the bed laying down, I'm sleeping, and all of a sudden he's like, "You're having a hot flash." I was like, "Yeah," because I would get like clammy.
But
Stacey's
like,
sorry, guys, I'm back now. Yeah,
Oh,
but I
you
think it
good?
was a little bit more than that. Remember, they even you get the weight gain. I'm already a little heavy, but I felt the more of the weight gain with it. Because what happens is, and even when I went to my gynecologist, they were like worried because I had went to menopause so early. They wanted to do a bone density test because you stop producing estrogen. So
Fix your
they want to
camera.
make. Oh, you
There
know,
you go.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the TV. Oh, yeah. Because when you stop producing estrogen, your bones get weaker.
Watch over
It's a
my
whole
shoulder.
bunch of other symptoms that everybody talks about the hot flashes, but there
Mhm.
are a lot of other symptoms that
Yeah.
you go through, and you probably don't even realize you're going through it because everybody only
That's
talks about the.
probably me.
Oh yeah, you have other
Yeah.
stuff you're going through. Trust me, you are going through other
Maybe
stuff.
So,
weight gain a little bit.
The
so
weight gain is.
Natasha, what did you do to help pace yourself or help find peace or ease and understanding to cope with the
Well,
symptoms that you were
doctor,
experiencing
my
at
doctor
that time?
my doctor at one point recommended if I wanted to, I could have took estrogen, but I
Hmm.
chose not to only because of my cancer diagnosis. I didn't want to do any hormonal things to my body. They also said I could have. I mean, you can take estrogen. It's different things you can do, but that was the main thing they had. Said if I wanted to do, and I was just like, no, I'm just gonna thug it out. That was
We gonna ride this
That
bad
was
boy
me.
out.
yeah, that was my attitude. I'm gonna thug it out, and I'm telling you, I had the mood swings. I know I
Natasha's
did.
gully.
I had the mood swings. I
So
did.
I have a question.
What
So
were
how
mood swings?
long
Wait,
is this supposed to last?
It could last a year. It could last months. It could. Mine's seriously. I think mine's lasted about maybe 8 months, and it would be like you're like right now. You said, "Oh, I had it for 2 weeks," and I would be like, "Yeah, I had it for 2 weeks," and all of a sudden I'd be fine. And then a couple weeks later, I'll have a hot flash. I'm like, "Shit, it ain't gone yet." It's just,
Oh, that's so disappointing.
yes. And
that
then
is disappointing. And what about the mood swings? What was that like for you and the people that you lived with?
I think I kind of well,
Do we need to have an
most
intervention, like a healing intervention?
no, I think for the most part, my kids just looked at me like, oh, she in one of those moves, and my
Hmm.
husband, my husband more like, uh, yeah, she's right there right now, like,
Oh, she having one of them moments right now.
yeah,
We we just gonna let it rain. We gonna let it
I
be
think,
sunshine. We gonna let it
They
be rain.
gotta
Whatever
thug it
she
out with
wants is what
you.
we gonna let it be.
yeah,
I said they
they
gotta
had
thug it
to
out
thug
with
it
her.
out. But I'm telling you, but what is really what I'm talking about with the weight gain, normally, like if I felt like, oh, I'm just gonna go on a diet, I could drop a couple of pounds like real easily. But after menopause, it's like, damn, it's a struggle. You know,
Mm.
it's to me, it's and
Oh
then
no.
it's hard to me, it's harder to lose weight now. And I don't know, I just feel like and remember they said your muscle mass kind of goes down a little bit too. So I think I feel all of that. I do.
Hmm.
And because I've been in it so long, we're talking like I'm 50, what, 3 now?
Hmm.
I
No.
started when I was 40.
How you I'm 53.
Oh, I'm
Can you
50.
tell?
Excuse me. 51.
That's
51.
my sister Stacy. I'm like, we both
Yeah.
can't be 50.
I know, like, Tosh. I'm like, no, you're not. No,
Okay,
you're not.
well, I was thinking because Nadine just said
I don't recall that.
Nadine just said 53, but I'm 51 and I started when I was 40. So it's been a minute. But I
I'm like, wait
definitely
a
feel
minute.
the muscle mass is, I'm telling you, your body does change though. It
Okay.
does.
Have you
I'm
researched
one.
how to exercise for your body type or what you have gone
You
through for
know,
your personal journey with menopause?
I decided I was gonna do that because when I realized that it was a lot harder for me to keep the weight off after menopause, I started like just looking into different things after that. You really have to pay attention more. And like I said, I believe your muscle mass is a little bit different as well. So they recommend you do a lot like more weightlifting and stuff like that. But I don't know. Something that everybody has. It's like you tell yourself, like as women, even when I had my first one, in La La Land. Oh, millions of women go through this. It can't be that difficult. We can do this. And then you go through it and you're like, wait a minute.
Mm.
But it's not so bad.
I'm wondering if it's different when you're exercising like more consistently as far as the muscle mass.
Yes, you have to exercise more consistently. Exactly. I think what it is, if I had been smaller, I think going into menopause and more like healthier at the time, I think it would have been different. But because
Always use your hand, Tosh.
oh, I'm sorry, I'm laying down. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm in the chair. Oh, you see the blanket Ariana made for me?
Oh, pretty.
Oh, that
Oh,
is nice, Tosh.
she
Yeah.
That's
finished mine.
awesome.
Ariana made that?
Yep. Yep. She made
Well,
it. She
it's
made
supposed to
everybody.
be all of our Christmas gifts, so I'm
Oh,
supposed to get mine when I get there, right?
it's
Did
in
she
my
finish it?
closet. It's in my closet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I forget that if you like read the list of symptoms, you'll be like, Nadine, well, if you're going through it now, like whoever's going through it, if you read the list of symptoms, you'll be like, oh, I didn't know that was a symptom. That's why you know what I'm saying? Just read the symptoms for menopause. It's not just hot flashes, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like I said, there is medication you can take. There really is. And if you want to take it, it's great. Like, go ahead.
I don't think I want to take it. I just hate medication,
Well, there is medication.
right?
But what would it do to you? I mean, the medication.
Well, that's the thing. I know the only reason, and I'm only reason I did not take it because it was like hormones, like hormone things and estrogen and all that.
Mhm.
And I never forget, I met a lady at the cancer center, and she had breast cancer, and she was good. She went into remission, and then she went through menopause, and her sister told her to get on estrogen, and when she did, like her cancer came back. So at that
Oh,
point, I'm like, you know what? I don't know. Cancer is still a mystery to everybody, and you
yeah.
don't
Right.
know, So at that point, I was like, if it's what is it? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix
I
it.
was like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? I'd rather just ride out the symptoms and figure out natural ways to deal with it than actually getting another drug to try and bring that down because it could do something else. You know what I'm saying? So that
Yeah.
that was
True.
just my choice. But there are drugs people can take.
Yeah,
Yep.
I see a variety of combination of synthetic and natural remedies. And the herby in me, because I'm a herby girl, I think most of us are herbies. In that way, we prefer a natural way of dealing with our symptoms, whatever it is, before we have to go to man-made medicine.
Yeah.
And there is a nice happy medium between the two, depending on what you're dealing with, right? So, I mean, it all really starts with our comfort in our research because we are responsible for the research. We can't just trust just because there's, uh, the word doctor in front of it that we just say yes to anything, right?
Correct.
And finding what works best for us. Um, and herbs are medicine. They are true medicine. They are nothing to play with. You have to know what to use, what not to use, um, what you can use together,
Yep.
um, and what you can't use together, pacing your dosages and things of that sort. So it is a real it is a science to the medicine of herbalism, and finding a way that works for you. I have done my research, and there's a lot. There's a plethora of herbs
Yeah.
out there that
And
I haven't worked with yet.
and it also
But
depends on your symptoms. Like
yeah.
I said, one of the things I did have as well, and I know I remember now that I'm trying. I had insomnia. I was
Hmm.
like kind of tossing and turning. I would get up at night. I'd be like, oh, I can't sleep. Yeah, so this, you can take this medicine for insomnia. There's different things you can take that's like you said, that's natural.
Right.
But yeah, I think insomnia might be another symptom. Or I don't know, look up the symptoms. I can't remember them all. But there's a lot.
Hey, Nan, you got some symptoms you want to look up for us? You're quick with that.
Okay, let me look it up. I have my iPad right here, so
Just think of what your estrogen
I'm
does. I
just
think
gonna
my
do
I remember estrogen, so I
symptoms.
know flaxseed for estrogen. And
I
there's a
think I
few
want
other
to
things as
say,
well.
and I don't know if it's the cancer or if it was menopause. My hair is thinner than it was before. And you see a lot of people like Nadine, like Evelyn. Remember they had the big thick hair growing up, and all of a sudden now they're older and the hair's like, where is it?
Evelyn went through menopause already?
Yeah, but she had autoimmune things going on too. But I'm just saying, like, I think my hair isn't as thick as it used to be. But that could have been the chemo too, so I'm not sure. I can't remember the menopause. Does anybody know the symptoms?
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Insomnia
a
is
list
one
of
of them. I'm
them.
looking at it now.
Oh,
Hot
Okay.
I know
flashes
That's why
and night
insomnia.
sweats, trouble falling asleep or staying asleep,
Yep.
Fogginess.
vaginal dryness, more
Hmm.
frequent vaginal infections.
That didn't
Is that
happen.
it?
No, there's more.
Oh, wait, there's
Why
more.
is it only showing me that though?
Those are the most common.
Where's the rest? Okay, well, I need to see all of them. We're
Where's the
not looking for
rest?
just because we already talked about a few that okay, let me
Mm-hmm.
see. Symptoms of
Hold up. Is nobody else went through menopause than me?
me.
I'm at it now.
Oh,
Me,
okay.
I am.
Oh, good Lord.
So nobody had the insomnia?
Well, I have insomnia since I was a little girl, so it don't matter to me.
I
Oh.
do sometimes. It's not like
Do y'all notice mood swings or no mood swings? Or
Um,
you've had that since a little girl?
Girl, yeah, you know I did.
I
Yeah.
didn't get any
Shoot.
mood swings that I know of.
Yeah, I got the mood swings. My so far my the heat, what they call it, the heat, it
Hot
doesn't,
flashes.
yeah, hot flashes are not that bad. But I get warm, but I was always hot anyway, so it's kind of like it feel the same. But it was
Mm.
started as like fewer periods where I would have a period like fine, and then like a couple of months later, then I'd have another one. Then it just kept on going longer and longer until it just stopped.
Yeah.
12 months. It's saying after 12 months, you're definitely there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I knew, like I said, mine was different because of the cancer, and I knew it was when because I went for my regular annual checkup, and he had ran some tests, and he was like, "Nope, you're definitely in menopause." Yeah, I don't know if you guys are hearing that.
no,
Yeah.
we're hearing
I,
it.
I can hear
So
So
you.
some of the symptoms are not going to apply to me either because remember I had a partial hysterectomy, so I didn't have a period for years. When did I have that?
that, but
2019.
but your body was still producing eggs, and you still had ovaries, which means you
Yes,
still were
and I still
producing
had
estrogen.
estrogen.
So that
I
was
felt nothing until this year.
you don't feel it until you stop producing the estrogen.
Yeah, that's probably happened this year because this is when I started feeling the
Yeah.
hot flashes. So,
Yep. But the hot
but
flashes lasted a long time for me. I just remember it lasting. I'm saying months. Mine's less than
you
months.
just
I
told me
mean,
it
I
was
can
gonna
say,
come back.
when
I'm
was it?
just saying,
In 90,
so
97.
disappointing.
I want to say 98. In 98, I started to get these, I don't know I don't know if they're related or not,
98,
but
Rachel.
for 98, I started to get, and I don't know if it was related to just general stresses in life, and that's how my body was reacting versus perimenopause. Because for a long time, the gynecologist had said that I was in perimenopause for a very long time at an early age, right?
What?
Um, but
Wow.
I had experienced
hot flashes from my calves all the way up my body, but I never got clammy. Then there were times where I did start to feel, you ever like drink coffee and get really hot and
Yeah,
get
it's something
sweaty and
like
clam?
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
All I can.
it felt like that. And that's the only thing I can relate to in regards to like hot flashes. And like now, I experience the same thing then I do now, um, from time to time. So I don't know that necessarily I want to say that I do experience hot flashes. They're just, I think, like we say, it's different for every person.
Yeah.
Um, I don't typically get sweaty necessarily or clammy, but I'll just get like this internal in blazing fire, like my energy. And there's also a energy shift that I go through. And I am energy sensitive, like most people who are empathic. Um, when I raise my vibration, it's also um, a- um, like an ignition, like I ignite, and I automatically become hot when that happens as well. So sometimes I can't tell the difference or even know if I'm experiencing a hot flash or it's just, kind of just who I am. When I have those experiences, mood swings, y'all know me. I'm a true Aquarian and then some. I love you. You can invite me. I might come. Leave me alone. Let's save the world. How you doing? I love you. I gotta go. Don't talk to me. Aha. Bye. Can I get a hug?
Fatigue is on there, but I don't know if you could count down that one because I feel like we've all been tired.
No, trust me, it's
Yeah.
see that's
When I
what I'm
Yeah,
trying
wonder,
to
like
say.
fatigue is one.
It
when I
And
is.
I
hear
do
about
feel like I feel
fatigue,
more tired now than I did before. So maybe that is one of the symptoms.
It is. It definitely is.
but when you think about fatigue, right? We think about the lives that we have lived, right? Our young adulthood and how much we hustled in our young age. We were all young moms. We were all in there grinding, getting it done, dealing with life, relationships. Um, we're already tired, so what is the
But
fatigue? What is the difference in
feels
the
different.
fatigue that
Like
relates
like
to
tired,
menopause versus everyday grind fatigue? Like,
it's different. This is like
It's
you're like
is
literally
definitely.
it a
tired, like you
sluggish
just want to
thing? Like you
sleep.
could get 8 hours of sleep and still feel very sluggish and drained and weighed down?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you feel tired.
Okay,
You
so
feel
I
tired.
have
100%.
experienced that.
See, and
So
that's what I'm with me. Like that, I said the it. You add the chemo on top of that, and it was just a horrible experience because the fatigue with chemo could last like a year or even years after you finish chemo.
Mm.
But um the fatigue you feel it. It's like when Nadine said it's like you're just tired all of a sudden. You just I don't know, you just want to lay down, you want to take a nap. Maybe that's what
You want to take a nap?
yeah.
Hey Tosh, where you at? First of all,
I'm in my bedroom, but the guy remember guys, I'm having work done in my house. Let me
yeah,
shut the
but where are
door.
you?
Right now?
Yeah, like I see the wall.
My bedroom.
No, I mean like I don't see you. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
hi, hey, how you
I'm
doing?
laying in a chair.
That where is Yo-Yo?
Yo-Yo's living life. She'll be back. She was hangry earlier. She gotta get food, man.
Hair ain't done. I threw a hat on. I'm in a chair. I'm laying down now. So I just keep laying down.
Right here. I'm sorry. I finally made it home. I was getting stuff out of my car.
Girl, you better go get your food. I thought you gotta eat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I know what you mean, Nadine, with the fatigue for sure.
So I know that I have experienced that.
So
And I want to say I started to experience that last year, that way down heaviness, the sluggishness. And, I'm a fitness person. So not only was I teaching fitness and wellness and dance and weight training and going to a trainer and just being in the gym. One, it's my joy. I enjoy doing it. It's my peace. I find peace in doing that. But even with being familiar with how that feels and what it does to my body, there was an additional drag, like way down, that I was feeling. So I guess maybe I can say possibly that was a menopause symptom in conjunction with insomnia, because insomnia will make you feel that way as well.
Yeah, but insomnia is also one of the symptoms.
Yeah, but I've also had insomnia like since I was a little girl, without it, and I mean literally a little girl. Like I remember being in kindergarten and staying home and being on my knees, rocking back and forth because I had this killer migraine. And my mom rubbing my head and trying to find all these things to help me alleviate the pain. And I suffered with migraines up until I went to this doctor, Dr. Schick, who was amazing. He was my chiropractor.
What
And
was his name?
Dr. Schick.
Oh, I thought you said.
But I said, Dr. Schick. Dr. Schick.
I'm like, did
like,
she just say
like Dick Schick? He was a boss. He was a pretty amazing, he's a pretty amazing human being, but he also has been into and practices other types of medicine. He's a herbie. He also does laser therapy, and magnetic therapy, which resonated very well with me. My body responds very good to anything magnetic. So the therapy that he had me in granted me much ease and comfort. And also I was able to heal at a faster pace with the modalities that he had used during the time I was working on stabilizing my 5 herniated disc and spinal stenosis.
Oh my goodness. So I'm sitting here. There are 4 stages of menopause. I'm
That
pretty
they
sure
know.
pre-menopause, perimenopause, menopause, and then postmenopause.
So I had peri.
And you might be in menopause. Yes,
But
you
wait.
might be in the 3rd stage. Right? You're somewhere between the 2nd and 3rd, right?
But possibly, or none at all, because I had also what was shared with me was that if you don't get a period for 1 full year, is that what it is? Then you're in full menopause.
Postmenopause.
You're postmenopausal.
After you don't get it for a whole year.
A whole year. Wow. All right. Who's in that category? Yo, you in that category? Stacy's in that category. Stacy, you're on mute. I want to hear that.
So it's hard for me to tell because, like I said, I had that partial hysterectomy. So I really haven't had a period for years. Oh. But I still had ovaries, so my body was still doing what it was supposed to do every month.
Right. The hormones. Right. And Stacy went for you.
Yes.
When did you realize that you haven't had a period in a year? Like when it just didn't show up in 12 months, or like was there a break? Was there a breakup? Like did it come and go?
Yeah, it would like be a shorter period, but then I wouldn't get it for like a couple of months, and then all of a sudden I'd get another little period, and then it'd be gone again for months, and then I just realized I'm like, wait a minute, when's the last time I had a period? I was like,
that's a lovely place to be. In fact, actually, I remember I think a few times when we were on the phone and you were out and you're like, oh shit. And then you were like, damn, I got my period.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck?
yeah, exactly. What the heck?
Because you're like, I'm in menopause, and all of a sudden it just surprises you.
Yeah. Where did this come from? I haven't had it like 4 months, and now I'm like, all of a
sudden, I was like, "What's up? How you doing, baby?"
I'm like, I ain't got no dang pads. Come on, leave me alone.
But see, for me, I wouldn't know because I had fibroids and I was taking Depo. So I would get a cramp here and there and something very light for the last 5 years. So you know what I mean?
Right, you were taking what?
I was on Depo shot, Depo-Vera shot.
Oh, if you were still having cramps, you were probably still having periods.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's
and
what I'm saying.
okay. See, I couldn't take Depo-Provera. I actually had a terrible reaction, and I'm allergic to hormones and synthetic hormones, so I can't be on birth control. And I'm one of
Probably
those.
can't take the estrogen
I can't do any of that.
because
But see,
that's a
I had to
hormone.
get on something that worked for my fibroids. You know what I mean? And then prior in 2019, is it 19? Right before I came from, I had ablation done because I was having heavy periods. You know what I
That's what
mean?
I just had. I didn't know you had that done
Yeah.
too. Did we talk about
So
that?
did
Yeah.
I had that done too.
What
Yeah.
is
Why
it?
didn't nobody tell me?
An
What did y'all
ablation
have
where they
done?
I
they
had
it's like
ablation done.
it's like sticking a warm like like searing your like the inside of you, or kind of like I forget how the doctor had explained it.
So I
Like
had
taking, go ahead.
so it was a transvaginal
Mm-hmm.
uterine
Ablative.
ablation with ultrasound frequency. And that
Yeah.
is supposed to be what kind of obliviates the fibroids and starts to shrink them. And over the course of time, it will start to leave your body. And so the healing process for me was only about a week, if that. They said 2 weeks. But over the course of the months, I did see remnants of that and experience that. Did you, Yo-Yo? Now that she's walking away.
Now
Whoever
the
else had
thing,
that.
I had an ablation. Mine was called an ablation or something. It was, to
Okay.
me, what if the way he explained it was like kind of searing, like hot. I don't know, doing something to the edges of your uterus with like.
It's different how they explain it. It's weird. I had mine with my because I had hernia surgery the same day I had the ablation. The doctor didn't want to go twice. You know what I mean? So they did it the
Oh, I
same day.
remember. I
Yeah,
remember when you had it.
Yo-Yo, you a
yeah,
thug.
yeah.
You a thug, yo.
But yeah, I was
I didn't
feeling.
want none of that stuff. I just said, I'm not having any more kids. Just take it all out. And ended my periods, and I was happy with it.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
it up, bitches.
But I
No, but
guess
we
fibroids.
actually went to get mine done. Like we were talking about hysterectomy, and I remember he said, "Oh no, she's already crazy. I can't have her with this because the doctor explained like from A to Z." So he was like, "Oh no, we can't do hysterectomy right now." I was like, "Oh no."
So are you saying
Please.
everybody on here has had fibroids?
Yes.
I'm like, me
I
too.
have. I still have them.
Stacy says
Oh,
no.
You never had fibroids?
Does she
I don't
know
know.
that you
Good.
know of, or
I don't know what.
she's like, I don't
No.
know what the hell's in there. It's my coochie. It's my cootie pop, baby. I
Well,
don't know
well,
what's there.
well, when they look up there, they don't tell me that anything's up
Well, you
there.
got to do an
I
ultrasound for
have
that.
mine.
You got to do
I
an
have
Somebody
mine
ultrasound for
go
installed.
you.
watch
They don't
it.
just look in there and see it.
I was just wondering because I find that almost everybody I speak to has had fibroids.
Yeah,
Evelyn, Mima, everybody has had fibroids.
Erica,
Well,
And
I
Erica.
had that. They found out when I was pregnant with Nene, but she was like, "Oh, it's nothing to worry about." So now I'm like, I should
That's
call
a
Dr. Fuentes and tell
lie.
now I'm
That's a
worried. Yeah.
lies. I tell you, lies.
it causes
You
heavy
tell
Lies.
me.
periods. But if you have like small ones, yeah, it's fine. But if you get like
Right.
big ones, yeah, that gotta be removed. Like,
Well, I
No,
yeah.
I
if
have
I know anybody
my
that has it, I'm gonna tell them to have it removed because that pain is
my
crazy. Like,
the
Yeah.
pain and discomfort is crazy, and it causes increased bleeding, inflammation,
Yep.
swelling, and
Yep.
Oh, wow.
abnormal periods.
Mhm.
Shut up, Stacy. You suck.
Sorry, I just didn't have it.
You know what? This shit. Can we have your where your one's
That's
at?
that's actually pretty good.
I'm
Because
jealous.
I think almost everybody I've spoke to has had fibroids.
Oh,
Mhm.
Wow, Stacy's got magic. We need your
I'm
DNA. Wear that
I'm
out.
I'm Abby normal.
So,
But
like for
no.
my fibroids, I felt like they were growing. I had a bunch of small ones, and where they were, I swear, like fibroid demon that was like, we're going to strategically place them in areas that don't allow you to get regular treatment. We're going to make life hell for you.
Mm-mm.
And so where they were placed, it didn't allow me to get the one that allows them to kind of like cut them in half or laser them in half kind of thing, or whatever
Oh,
that procedure is. I didn't qualify for that because of strategically where they were all placed and then in the lining of the uterus. So when it was only last year, December 8th was when I went for my procedure, for the transvaginal procedure. Prior to that, I had 2 fibroids that were problematic that I knew of. If I rub my hand over my abdomen, over my pelvic area, I could feel the fibroid.
Oh,
And
wow.
That
it was
means it was
now
pretty
applying
big.
pressure on your urethra. So now I was in
And
a situation.
I think estrogen is what fibroids feed off of as well. That's what makes them grow.
That's what I remember hearing, but I'm not.
Yeah.
So I know there's so much new
So
information.
basically, none of us have to worry about that anymore because we're all losing estrogen now.
Well, I haven't had any.
Well,
I haven't
I
had any.
don't even have a
I
uterus.
ain't got no estrogen. Somebody got some estrogen. I like some estrogen. Shoot.
I
Well,
don't
I
have
can't
nothing.
say.
I don't have no place for them to grow.
Oh my
Oh,
God, it's too
well,
funny.
I still have them. I still have fibroids. They're still there. They're still in the process of shrinking. I will have to go back for a follow-up and see what stages they're in. Um, you know.
Mine's the same. Like now, because I've been on Depo for 5 years, I think, and the doctor told me to stop last year because it makes the bone very thin. So now I have to take a bone
Oh,
density test before I can get back on it. I stopped taking it in December, but I'm still having fibroid pain. So I told him yesterday, doctor, you're gonna have to do something like bone density. I said, no, you're gonna have to put me back on Depo. Then I could do the Depo. Then I could do the bone density test.
Would you
oh,
consider a hysterectomy or a partial?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I might, but I don't want that
If
to
you're
be
gonna
my
do it, do the
option.
partial.
Oh
But I
yeah,
don't even
partial.
want that to be my option right now. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I can't
I
remember what they said was the reasons you should not do a full.
Mima had
Mm-hmm.
a fall. You should have
Well,
had her on a
because then
fall.
you have to take
Yeah.
hormones because then
Mima,
you don't have any hormones.
Mima had a fall.
Right. I had a full
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot I was gonna say something, I don't remember. Oh, I remember that was one of the options that they did offer me. It was the partial or full hysterectomy, and that did not resonate with me. It did not align with me. I did not want that. I want to die with my stuff, is how I felt.
You know, I still, yeah, I still have all of my stuffs too, right? But
I
you
was
know what I
born
think
with it,
of?
I want to die
But
with it.
you know what I think of working in a, nursing home before? Have
Hmm.
you ever heard of a prolapse uterus where that
Oh,
shit just kind of falls out?
Falls
it
out.
falls out. Yes, I
Oh my
recently met
God!
this
What
woman
do you
and it
mean?
was coming out between her legs, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, that shit
And I
is
thought to myself,
crazy. Hold on, let me put that back in, and that's my uterus. Hold on 1 minute.
I
Excuse
thought
me.
to myself, like, damn, did I make the right choice? Did I want to keep on?
I don't want it to fall
Like slingshot for
out.
that bad boy. What do you
That is
do?
crazy. What
And
was
then
causing it to
Scary.
fall out?
And then I kind of remember, I was like, what the hell causes a prolapse uterus again?
What causes it?
That's a big
I mean,
ass
I
baby.
don't have to worry about that, but I just want to know.
That's some
Yeah,
serious sex right there, baby. That's some
I
sex.
can't
That's some
remember what.
sex right there.
Yeah, I can't remember what causes it, but I can tell you, I had 2 patients that had it.
Mm.
to
I
And it
know
look it
just
up.
it's
It's
fell
pretty
serious,
out.
so
gross.
we can make light of it, but I know it is
Wait, but
a
so
serious
it's not
condition.
connected to your ovaries and stuff. Like I
Like,
don't
do they
understand.
throw it out or do they
It
put it
just
back?
no, literally, it pierces. It comes through. You can see it
Yes,
if you open up
And then
your
you
yes,
just
legs.
flush
You can
it?
see it.
yes.
And then what
Oh.
happens?
You gotta
Well,
stuff that sucker
you
back
would just
in there.
push it back in there.
Oh. That's like,
It was
You
on
gotta
the
push it back
diagnosis.
in.
Her diagnosis was
Yes,
prolapse
like a
uterus.
tampon. You shove it up
Yep.
there.
Oh God. Okay. I don't have to worry about
Oh
that
I'm
no,
telling you, it's
happening.
okay. Look it up. It's called
spell,
prolapse
spell it,
uterus.
spell it.
I'm about to look it up.
I'm telling you, I've
And I
seen it.
need to know what causes it.
Can you
I have
imagine
doc.
walking?
But Nadine, do it
I
matter?
need to
You ain't
see
got a
Nadine's
uterus.
face.
Nadine,
I
you don't even have a
know, but I'm
uterus no
just,
more.
and right now I'm kind of happy that I don't.
Nadine's face is hilarious.
I want to see Nadine's face when she actually sees the picture.
Why? Is
Like,
it gonna show me a picture?
Yes,
it
look at
could.
images, man.
You could see images.
Oh, you sure can see images. Let me go to image.
Love you, man. Look at it.
Lord.
Lord. Yeah, you all right,
No,
honey?
y'all don't want to see this.
Yeah, it was the first. I never forget. I had a patient, and I'm going through, and they was like, "Okay, she has a prolapsed uterus. You just push it back in there." And I'm like, "What? You what?"
How's that?
How you push it back in? I'm not touching nothing.
She pushes it in, right?
Mm, mm, mm. I
And
can't
Ew.
feel
and
good.
that's all I could think of when I was getting older. I'm like,
So it don't hurt.
I don't.
maybe
I think
was
it
it?
Push
does.
it
I
back in the
believe
same
that there's
place. You gotta
discomfort. I know that there's discomfort, and I believe there is some pain because I'm just trying to think of the one
I can't
that I
imagine. It
met
has to be
that had
painful.
that. She has corrective surgery about a year ago. Yeah,
Well, it's just a lot of things that women go through. Just put it that way.
it is. This body is phenomenal. We are phenomenal,
Yeah.
Okay, well,
incredibly
I don't have to
divinely
worry
created.
about that. Nothing should be falling out of me.
No.
Girl, that's some serious sex right there.
I can't even imagine. Like,
Yeah.
That's the one that you go, I don't think I should do that. I think
Oh,
we
well.
should pass. Hmm.
let me just see if what caused if I can.
Has anybody experienced frozen shoulder? I've met a few women who have experienced frozen shoulder.
What's that?
Stacy, I think you were experiencing it. Right?
What is
It's
it?
locked and it's hard to move.
Yeah, when
Oh,
I had it, as like trying to move my arm up and down. It was impossible. Trying to sleep was impossible. Trying to type was impossible. I had to go to the doctor and they gave me some kind of thing that helped. But then it came back later on. So I don't know. I didn't know
You
that was part of menopause or anything. I thought that was all.
adhesive capsulitis.
Are you still looking at the prolapse uterus?
No,
hmm
I'm looking
Look
at
at
the
her face.
frozen shoulder now.
Now she's
The
Oh,
looking at
okay.
frozen shoulder is called and Natasha. And the reason I'm saying it is because Natasha does have the medical background.
hmm
Adhesive capsulitis.
But what?
That's the first
That's not
capsulitis.
related to menopause, though.
No, it's not.
Okay. So,
But
wait
I've
a
had a
minute.
problem with my shoulder.
frozen
Um,
shoulder.
well, I
That's
wouldn't say
not
it's
from that's
frozen.
not from older age. Because didn't mom have her shoulder surgery and Jackie, like a couple
There's
older
a
people
lot
we
of women
know.
who experience frozen shoulder. My one girlfriend explained that she remembers she's going through it now, but she also remembers her mother experiencing it when she was younger and going through menopause. And so she does
I
a
don't
lot
think
of
it has
exercises to
anything
help
to
with
do.
mobility of it, but it does hurt. Like Stacy was saying, it hurts.
Yeah, so I had a problem with my shoulder for a while, and I thought it was because it was like right. So I had my surgery right before COVID. I worked for like maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and then we went home for COVID. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So I was thinking it's because I wasn't moving as much. Because when you're home, you don't move as much as you do when you're like getting up and going to work every day. But I went to the doctor, realized I didn't know I knew it hurt, but I didn't realize that I couldn't move my shoulder my arm where I wanted to because I was doing everything like normal.
Mm-hmm.
And when he went to move it, my arm would only go up to like halfway or something like that. So I was like, oh, that's
Oh,
strange. But he gave me a shot. And mind you, this is when I had to switch doctors because that's when my regular doctor left and she left this old guy there. He did not believe in physical therapy or anything like that. And I was thinking I
oh wow.
needed physical therapy.
Mm.
Mind you, when I went back to the gym, my shoulder has been fine ever since.
But
Oh,
remember,
wow.
estrogen does affect your bone density, though. Remember that.
Mhm.
It really because I even when, like I said, I went to the doctor one of the times and they were like, "Oh, since you went through menopause so early, we want to check your bones just to make sure you're not, your bone density, make sure it's okay because the loss of estrogen, it has does something to do with osteomyelitis. It's something. No, it's something to do.
Osteoporosis.
Yes, osteoporosis. Yes. So that's why older people have to get, or older women, they recommend the bone density test. But
Mhm.
I don't know if that has. I don't think that has anything to do with your shoulder at this time. That's when you, I guess, haven't had estrogen for a while and your bones are getting weaker. I guess.
Yeah, because
The
a
frozen
lot
shoulder
of
is caused by inflammation,
mhm.
Oh.
pain, that around your tissues and joints.
Oh. Okay.
And
Which
that
makes
is, where our body is all about the chemistry. We have all these hormones running through us. There's, they say that it's too challenging to monitor them in the essence of saying, oh, you have this level and you have this level
Yeah.
and this is imbalance and that's unbalanced. And of course, like anything else, just going based off of your symptoms. How do you stay in tune to helping yourself? I guess it's just like anything else. Like if you get a cold or you're just not feeling right or you have allergies, you weigh out your symptoms, you do your checklists and mark all the boxes and then
Oh,
research what it is that you
One
think will
thing.
work best for you through trial and error.
One thing that I do differently. Well, ever since the cancer, I take a multivitamin. But when I turned 50, I started taking the silver, the one for 50 for
I
women
take the
50
one for over 50
for
too.
50 and up, because when you look at the I guess vitamins that they put into the 50 and up, it's more calcium, it's more things for older women. So that's the one thing I definitely do differently. I take the what is it, the silver one, Nadine? Is that what it's called? Like,
Mhm.
That's the one that
Um,
is silver?
Yeah,
yeah,
one
it's
a day
the
Okay.
yeah.
silver.
I take the over 51.
the over 50. Yeah.
I have to look
So
into that now.
that's
Yeah, I
that
don't take
that's
any
I'm
good.
still stuck on
vitamins.
39.
I've always, honestly, I did not take multivitamins before my cancer diagnosis. I know my kids growing up, we'd always make the kids take it. But at a certain point, when I got
Mhm.
to a certain age, I just stopped taking it. But when I
Mhm.
was, going through the cancer, they were recommending, like, you need to take a multivitamin, like and so I started taking it. I just never stopped. I take fish oil to this day. Like, of course, that's supposed to promote a healthy heart and all of those. So certain things that was recommended to me while I was going through chemo, I still take to this day. And like it's
It made a
years.
difference. You noticed a
Well,
difference?
You don't
the
know
thing
that.
about it is with me, because remember my cancer was stage 4, and they were like,
Right.
they were so confused as to where it is, what happened is gone, and I never really knew if it had anything to do with some of the drugs I was taking in addition to the chemo. Because remember,
Mhm.
the place that I went to, they also specialized in naturopathic medicine. So I would go there and they'd be like, oh, okay, you know what? You should take some curcumin or some turmeric in addition to the chemo, because it increases it helps with it's a natural anti-inflammatory. It does this. So I was like, okay, let me start taking turmeric. And I kept taking it. So at this point, when the cancer disappeared, I was like, I don't know what combination or what I did to make it go away. But
But
in
I will
my head, I was
continue.
like, if the
I
turmeric
take the
was with,
turmeric too.
if the
Well, has
turmeric had anything to
anybody
do with,
heard of the brand doTERRA?
No.
no,
I
So
have.
is that the
okay.
turmeric? The
No,
turmeric brand?
no, no, no,
They
no,
do
no.
have
It's
turmeric.
they have
It's essential
essential
and
oils.
oils that you can consume. It's almost
Oh,
like Ayurvedic
okay.
property.
No,
And it's one of those brands that are like a clean brand. It's one of the cleanest organic brands. You have to worry about
oh,
metals
gotcha.
being cross contamination. It's a very trusted source, and I say that not because I'm pitching for them or anything, just because I speak highly of my own personal experience by using their products. They are costly, rightfully so, it's not easy to make these products the way that they do. So I tend to pace myself in getting them. I also have my sister friend, Cynthia, who's amazing. She's also uses doTERRA and sometimes has gifted me some oils. So they have like the turmeric oil versus the turmeric pills. Because, you know, when you take turmeric, it needs to be in combination with a citrus, such as a citrus like a lime or a lemon, key lime, black
I know they have it, black pepper,
black
yeah,
pepper,
to
right,
increase the absorbency of it, correct.
right. Mhm. And so I say that because I encourage you to look at the brand doTERRA and then see, you know, maybe it's a gift that you give yourself. You know, once a month you choose a different product, and then this way you start to build up your product for doTERRA. And this way you're getting the best quality of different things that you can consume. So for an example, like I now believe I have like gut, and I think that might be contributed to some of the things that I've experienced, not just stress, because your nervous system is affected by so many things in life in combination with menopause or perimenopause, or what is the stage's name?
1 second.
Pre, peri, menopause, and post.
All that crap, all that nonsense. I just can't. It's just,
I have doTERRA. I don't have the edible ones though. I had some of the
I have the
infusions.
oils.
Yeah, they're oils, but I don't have edible ones. I have the ones that you put in the diffuser.
Oh, okay.
But
So
it was it's doTERRA.
they have essential oils that you can wear and digest. So like you could do oregano oil, rosemary oil, lavender, um, orange, did I say mandarin? Yeah. Frankincense, myrrh, all those things are very good for your system that we don't get. So I don't take a multivitamin. I take my oils.
And you know, they also have
And I eat my
the
vitamins,
infusion
like my
ones.
natural foods. Hmm?
They have the ones because the two that I bought, one was for Sade with the asthma, and another
Oh,
one
the
was for like
breathe
your
one.
immune
Breathe.
system. Yeah,
Hmm.
it is called Breathe actually.
Yes. Hmm.
And then I had another one that was for your immune system.
Yes. And so like I have Naya taking I think it's DDR Prime. I'm taking that too. It helps you on a cellular level. Which is why I'm recommending that for you all to consider looking into it. And their digestive products are pretty amazing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your stomach plays the digestive things is really, really good for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I don't know where I am with menopause. Excuse me, and I say this because I went prior to this procedure that I had on December 18th. I had asked, how are my numbers? How are my hormone levels? And I was told, oh, I got two stories. So by one, because you know you have the practitioner and your doctor, right? And so this just shows you how the body fluctuates, right? One, and I don't know how drastic it was because I didn't ask. I was just going because I trust so much. And now I know not that I not to not trust so much, but I know to ask more in-depth questions, right? So the first answer I got was, oh, it looks like you're heading into, you know, menopause based on your numbers and your experience. So my experience with the fibroids was that I bled so much that I had to time myself to leave the house. So I was literally changing every 15 to 30 minutes a pad or a tampon, or I had to double up on those things. And I had to get like the super, super max, you know,
Wow.
because it was so heavy. And sometimes at my worst, it lasted 2 weeks, right? And that's how bad that was for me, which caused me to be anemic. So I'm already hella light skinned. So imagine me being pasty. That's not too hard to imagine. So I was pasty looking and my hair was brittle. My eyebrows were losing. My nails still don't grow to this day. They would grow and break. And as soon as that would happen, I knew that, and I can feel it. There's a sensation in my body that I feel as soon as my iron levels had gone down. And I would get calls from my doctor who would say, this is really dangerous. Stored iron levels are now low. And that is dangerous. And which means, I don't know how dangerous that is. You faint, you lose consciousness, which is fainting. It
Are
causes
you on the iron
brittle
pill?
bones.
You take iron pills?
I do take iron pills. I had to go for iron infusions.
Really?
That was not fun. The side effects of that are not fun. I would swell and I would have edema, which are one of the symptoms of that. But my
Oh,
numbers went,
wow.
I didn't feel all that great, but my numbers went. Then all of a sudden my hair looked kind of nice and shiny. And I was like, oh, this is great. How long is this gonna last? And I can't take biotin like most people. I have a reaction to
The
biotin.
biotin is not it's not really good.
That's what I heard, but I still can't take it. I have my reaction to it is a skin reaction.
Well, that's how everybody's
And I
body is
swell.
different.
Yeah.
And you have
Right.
to figure out what works
What
well
works.
for you.
Mhm.
And that's it. And sometimes it is a little trial and error. Like, oh no,
Right.
this the side effect is worse than what it's supposed to do. So you just gotta kind of figure out, you gotta know your body and listen to the signs and work, do whatever works for you.
So then my question, I guess we'll go in order. I'll start with Nay. Because you're on the top of the screen and that's who I see. Nay, do you remember why can't I find my remote? That is not what I wanted. This man talking in the background on my video. Hold on. For each of us, I would like for you all, as we're closing out, to share the things that you felt helped you the most through this journey that you started on and that you're going through, that provided you some peace, sense of mind, grounding, relief, and knowing that you're not crazy. Like we're crazy, right? In a good way. But you know that you're not crazy. You know something's going on with your body and that you have found some ways to aid it. Nadine, what are some of the things that you found that helped you?
Well, I'm just at the beginning, it seems. And like I said, I had the symptoms for a couple of weeks and then they went away. Tasha just told me they're going to come back. But during that hot flash time, I was sleeping with the fan literally next to me. I brought it from my desk, but I put it in my room and I just pressed the button, turn it on, press the button, turn it off. So that was the fan. As far as weight gain, I'm just trying to exercise all the time. I mean, as far as the hormonal stuff is like, I don't really have an answer for that right now because I don't like taking extra stuff. I already take I take the turmeric that, and mind you, some of the supplements that I take because Natasha took them.
All right. I remember you
I was
saying,
like, okay, yeah. So I take the turmeric like she takes. I take the what is it, like some type of fish oil, and then I take my multivitamin. Um, and then of course my blood pressure medicine. So those I just take those every day. Every now and then I might take something else.
like what?
Oh, you know what? I also take my aspirin every day because that's supposed to prevent blood clots, and I do sit all day, so I do take the baby aspirin.
This is St. Joseph's, right? This is St. Joseph's is good.
St. Joseph's, yes, St. Joseph's or Bayer,
Yeah.
either one. Yep. Oh, and in vitamin D, my vitamin D is always low. I don't know why.
Because we black.
And mind you, it's so funny because I changed it to an oil. I used to take the pill, but it's like I take these little drops and I have it right here.
Okay, nice.
So I could just stick that in my water or my tea and then I'll take it like that. Or put it under your tongue, but I prefer it inside the water or the tea.
Mhm. Watch out for the tea because it will kill properties if
Yeah.
it's too hot. Mhm. Yo, what about you?
I don't know. For me, I think it started around COVID or towards the end of it. I just knew at one point I was either hot or cold and to a point where my sheets were actually wet. And I was
Mm.
like, I don't know what the heck is going on. I knew I was super angry, like super happy. Like I would go from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. That would, but then I found out, like, for me, I wasn't into exercise. You know what I mean? I never cared about fit because I just didn't think I needed it. But when I started balancing work and then time for myself, whether if it was just for me to read, I'm gonna read. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't getting that. I was overwhelmed with a lot of stuff. So taking time out for me, even if it was just 10 minutes, I felt like it was a lot of progress for me. I'm a lot calmer 10 minutes before. You know what I mean? So for me now, having my time and quiet time in my home, if you're not in my home at 10 o'clock, don't come. If I'm sleeping, you better tiptoe in my house because if I wake up, yeah, because I realized, like, because Keith was like, okay, I'm gonna take Nia with me. We're gonna go places and do stuff. So being home and the dogs, nobody was home. So actually, just having my time, my schedule. So before they came, and I sent them all everything that I was able to achieve when they were gone for the 2 weeks. Like, hey, I was able to go to bed at this time. The TV. So you're gonna have to have that room over there. Don't come nowhere near this time. Like just having peace. Because I didn't have that.
It's good.
So
Mhm.
more time for myself now helps me a lot.
Mhm.
But I don't have no
Stacy?
medication I'm taking in particular.
No, okay, no medication, no herbs.
No, because I was on blood pressure medicine for a while. No, cholesterol, not blood cholesterol. But then that's fine now. You know what I mean? I went there twice and they rechecked it over and it was just some extra, so I'm fine. Maybe now and then I'll take my melatonin to go to sleep if I really want to sleep early. But
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. Hey, Stacy, what about you? What have you found that has helped you find any relief? She's shaking her head no.
You have no
Me,
relief?
Not a damn thing.
I just embrace the crazy. Uh,
Right.
I
You
don't
embrace
know.
the crazy. Is that what you do?
I
You
just
embrace the crazy?
yeah, I embrace the crazy. I don't know what else. I mean, for real, I just feel kind of the same as I did before. I just don't get my period. And I mean, I've always had anger management issues anyway, so
Duh.
I don't
Right?
know.
No, mine was double. Mine was like quadruple. I noticed the difference. Like, oh my God, if you sneeze, I was getting ready to sucker punch you. Like, oh my God. Seriously, it quadrupled. Like, oh my goodness. Even my candy, Mr. Goodbar was helpful, but Mr. Goodbar was no longer helpful at that time. So
Oh,
nobody could try to calm me down. You know what I mean? Like, let's just leave her alone. Like, let's just get in the car and leave her. Let's go.
Throw Mr. Goodbar at you. Throw at her. Throw at
Right.
her.
Mr. Cooper was not working. And I checked the same to make sure it was the same ingredient. You used to work, Mr. Cooper, all these years. Like, what happened?
oh my goodness. Yeah.
I don't think anybody said I was angry yet.
I was
An
angry.
angry kind of person, so
Tasha, what about you? I know your circumstances was different.
I know.
However, what
I
did you
bet.
find that had helped you through some of the symptoms that you have experienced with the stages of menopause?
I just
Mental.
like I told you, I just thugged it out.
Thugged it
I
out.
just yeah, I really did. I
Me and
really
JC
did.
Oh.
thugged this bad boy out, man.
I did.
We were
I
thick as
did.
thieves, baby, thick as thieves.
I
Lots of
didn't. I
prayer.
didn't. I didn't take anything. I didn't do anything. I just kind of. I thugged it out.
I haven't
I,
had I haven't had a cycle since the procedure, which they said is common. I did experience some spotting last month or this month. Last month. I can't even consider it spotting. It went away. I'm not complaining. I'm really loving the fact that I ain't got a cycle. That's a little dangerous. And it's weird. I don't know if it's gonna come back. I can say that some of the remedies that I've used are the things that I've been using my whole life, which is dandelion leaf, red clove, lemon balm at night, you know, for digestion and calmness in your nervous system. I am taking, I've always taken what I grew up knowing is like milk tea, or like who was I talking to? Stacy, was it or something about golden tea?
Golden tea?
I mean golden
You
milk
talking
or
about
something.
tea, but I don't know if it was that tea.
Oh, okay. So like usually it's like coconut milk, it's turmeric, it's cardamom, cinnamon, clove, ginger. So all that goes into my coconut milk, and sometimes nutmeg, I think I add to that too. And that is also a cozy, like a comfort drink for me, but it has properties in there that is helpful for me throughout the course of my day. So I might have that to start my day, and I also may have it to end my day. I also will take burdock root. Like I have a variety of like root teas that I will take that help me feel a lot better. Ones that help promote estrogen, that have like flaxseed probabilities, properties. That's it. And and what's the other thing?
That's menopause right there. That's menopause moment.
That's right there. That's menopause right there. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
I've been having those since I was in the 20s, so I don't know.
Oh, damn, papaya and papaya seeds. That is helpful for serotonin, because we talked a lot about estrogen. There's serotonin, there's estrogen, and there's what's the other one? Damn it, can't think of it. But anyway, happy hormones, and
You happy hormones.
happy hormones. Yeah,
Is that serotonin?
Hmm?
Is that the serotonin, or is that a different?
Serotonin is the happy hormone.
Oh, okay.
So I have these regimens and practices that I have implemented into my life, and noticed that it has helped me not only with symptoms that I experience, like brain fog, sluggishness,
Yeah.
and
Do you still have insomnia?
yes, ma'am. My partner's right here. What's up, sis? 6 o'clock in the morning, baby. 6 o'clock in the morning. What?
Time I
Finally
wake
get you to
up.
sleep. Finally get her to sleep.
Right? I be every night. It's the same routine. I'll be like, "All right, sis, what you talking about?" We be talking.
And I'd be like, are you awake? Nothing. Hello? You
Hello?
there? Nothing. I'm like, and I hear to move a little bit. I'm like, Ray, like, I think I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm like, oh, okay. Okie doke, see you later.
Homegirl still up. Homegirl still rocking. Stacey be like, "Yo, you gonna go to this concert? There's some stuff going on." Like, yo,
Okay.
this is 24-hour drive-through. Like, what you want to do? You want to go bowling? What you want to do? Stacey be up and ready. What movie you want to watch?
Yeah, that I do. That in my
Yeah.
video games and stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, I love the nightlife. I love the boogie.
Yes, you do. So for me, yeah, Natasha, I still have insomnia. So I'm known for going to bed at 3, getting up at 7:30, 3, getting up at 8:30, depending on what my schedule is, because my work life is different, and that's going to change as well. So, I have to customize my life based on my workflow.
So you'll take
But
a midday nap.
no, I don't take naps. I get angry. Stacy knows. I get angry. I don't know why. I get mad. I get
Because you ain't got enough sleep. That's why. You don't sleep enough. You don't rest
rawr,
enough. You're always going and doing and going and going
doing
and
and
going.
doing. I am always going and going and doing. And no, I don't take, even before all this, if I took a nap, I was angry. Like I would wake up with a headache sometimes. I'd be pissed off. And I'm like, what am I taking a damn
Oh,
nap for? What the hell?
I couldn't take that. I was only having 4 hours of sleep. I could only sleep 4 hours and then I'd be up. And I hated that. They gave me, what do I have? Quetiapine?
Yeah.
Ooh,
And now I can sleep. Quetiapine?
never heard
It's
of
like
that.
Seroquel. Is it like Seroquel or? Oh,
so you
I take
take it every night?
every night. I've been taking it for years, and I just go to sleep. And when I go to sleep, I'm sleeping, and then I get up, go to the bathroom,
Or
come back,
is.
sleep. It's fantastic.
Uh,
Meanwhile, I'm over here struggling.
I can't
Because you
sleep
used to
4 hours.
take Stinky Foot.
Oh,
Valerian
valerian,
root.
valerian
Valerian.
root. Yeah, I take that too.
Valerian root? Is it
Yeah,
Oh,
good?
that
valerian.
sucker is so nasty. It smell like ass cheek,
Smells.
mm.
What we
fermented.
take?
It just
You said
smells very
valerian?
Nadine, do you
Valerian
have the
root, yeah.
insomnia?
valerian root.
I mean, I guess but it's
Yeah,
not like a
And now I
everyday
start taking.
thing. But yeah,
okay.
some days I
Sometimes
just wake
thing.
up, like I'll go and I'll sleep for a few hours, and I wake up, and then I'm like wide awake for the rest of the night,
No,
and I'm like,
I can't do that. I get mean. I get real
Yes,
mean.
you do.
I
Yeah.
gotta get sleep.
I get mad that I'm not going back to sleep, but I'm not like mean.
I can't. I gotta sleep. I'm a nasty so and so if I don't go to sleep. I need to
I just
rest.
stay in my bed. I just stay in my bed. I don't move. I don't. If
So it's
somebody
like
does something, I
I'm
may
just
defend
staying
stuff like that.
still. No, I be
I,
up. So like
I
for
wish I
me,
would. It's
go
so
ahead, Tom.
funny because when like when I get like that and I can't sleep, if Mike look like he about to roll over, I'd be like, "You up?"
He's like,
Come
I
join
most
the
certainly
Now
am
fun.
he's
not.
up. Now he's up, huh?
He
He's like,
can't move.
I won't, but now I
If
am.
he twitch, I'm like, "Babe."
And then you fall back. Do you fall asleep on him? Because I do that. I can't
Terrible.
sleep.
That's just terrible.
I
Oh
started
my
also taking
So let me tell you,
ashwagandha and
because
L-theanine.
by me works nights, it
God.
kind of works out for me. We
Hmm.
be like, okay, let's watch a show.
Right. But Stacy
If
was
he's
saying that
home,
she takes. What do you take, Stacy?
Oh, I also, if I need it, I could take ashwagandha
Oh,
or
ashwagandha.
L-theanine
Yes.
or
ooh,
L-theanine.
y'all gonna have to spell these names in the chat
Y'all
because
got a lot of stuff out there.
Ashwagandha is pretty good. I tried it
Ashwagandha
before.
is real good. Yes, and I
what is
actually found
it?
this fermented ashwagandha
Ashwagandha.
and
Ashwagandha.
ashwagandha and
I
horsetail work
picked it up.
well
I picked it up at
because
Walmart
it allows
before.
the if you're retaining water, it helps with that.
Ashwagandha, there it is. Okay.
Did
And
you
then,
Ashwagandha,
put it in the chat,
horsetail.
Tosh? Because I have no idea what that is.
yeah, I'm trying to look for my bottle. I'm like, dang, where's my bottle?
So
If
there's different types of ashwagandha. So you just can't take any old one. You have to look at the strand, know where it comes from, that kind
What
of
do you
thing.
recommend?
So I've been taking loose ashwagandha for years in
Where's it
tea form.
from? Oh, the tea.
It's a plant, it's a herb. They grow it's prominent in like India,
Yeah.
middle western.
Right too. When I asked that, it's like Amazon, Target,
Shut up,
vitamin
Yo-Yo.
store.
You can go to well, you know me, Yo-Yo. I be at like the whole
what
herb
does it start with? The
places.
A?
It's
Help
an
me with
A.
it.
Ash, like ashwagandha.
Oh,
Like
ashwagandha.
ASHW.
yeah.
Yeah.
Drag, swag,
It's
damn.
pretty long.
Duh.
Yeah, I see it.
General mood support and focus. Oh, and sleep quality, muscle strength, and reduce strains on muscles. Okay.
And
I
Yeah.
might try that.
ashwagandha
That does a lot of
is good to
stuff.
take. It does, but it's good to take with ginger. If it's in combination with ginger, it's helpful.
Never heard of
Where's,
that one before.
They have a
where's my
capsule and they have a tablet.
Yes, and you can also
I took
get
tablet. I
ashwagandha
don't
in
like the
powder
plastic.
form too. So you can
Oh
add, like
wow.
for me, I do like a fermented cacao because it has different properties in it, including protein and extra fiber and a bunch of other things. So this is what I mean where I get like my vitamins from natural food base.
Actually,
And
the
I'll mix
cacao.
that with the turmeric mushroom product that I use, and then you can add like your ashwagandha to that. And
Yeah,
that
I
becomes
used to take mushrooms. I stopped taking them though, but which ones do you take? Is it like a combination of mushrooms together, or you just kind
um
of
well, I do, there's a few things that I do. So one, either I buy the mushrooms themselves because I did a whole program when I was doing homeschooling with Phillips Mushrooms Farm. They're
Mhm.
one of the oldest and largest organic farms, and they work with the medical industry. And so they introduced the study was about the variety of mushrooms and what they do, not only for cancer patients, but also for people who have Alzheimer's and and people with menopause, ADHD, all that type of stuff. So there's a variety of mushrooms that I will purchase from the store and cook with. And then there's also a powder that I purchase from it sounds terrible, but have you all heard of mud water or rice? It's like all over like social media. It's a combination of like not horsetail, pom pom mushroom, lion's mane, um, horn mushroom, and there's like a few others. They have different properties. They do different things in the way that it stimulates your brain and allows you promotes focus and things of that sort. So one of the powders that I use is a clean product and an organic product called Mud Water. Then there's another one called Rise, and they both have they're two different companies. And so Mudwater has one that has one with cacao that can be a replacement of like coffee if you're looking for caffeine. And then they have one that is just a turmeric mushroom based one. So that's the one that I use because I don't need any help. Since I don't have a very healthy sleep pattern.
Mhm.
I eliminate caffeine. If I get caffeine, it's through a natural source, like through chocolate.
Mhm.
So uh, So that's what I tend to use. A lot of natural products.
Yeah, no, I
That's
like the ginger tea and the what's the one, Nadine? Did you try the one I told you, that mango ginger? Oh, it's so good.
Oh, the mango
Oh,
ginger was
I
good
just bought
Yeah.
too.
this from the Asian store yesterday. Oh my
Oh,
God.
it's so good.
It's this tea
But
that is
I
just
do make ginger and garlic tea from scratch.
yes, yes. I'm glad you said that.
yo,
I was
you
getting
don't
ready
see
to
this.
ask you
Mhm.
because I still make the same thing from scratch. You get your roots and your stuff and you stick it in a pot and you just boil it away. And
Yeah.
I also add
But look,
I
guys,
add elderberry and echinacea to mine. What did you get, Mama? What's
this
that?
is the ginger tea, right? And it's let me put
What
my
brand
phone
is
down.
it? Where'd you get it from?
I got it from the Korean store. When I tell you, you can eat it like this. He made it with liquid. I mean, look,
Oh my
you can just
gosh, look at
you just
that.
pour it in hot water and drink it, or you can just eat it like this, girl. Mm.
Um,
Where did you got that from? The Korean store?
And it's
Yes,
ginger and what?
ginger
Ginger
tea.
and ginger
It's
and
just
what?
ginger and honey with lemon in it.
okay. So
It's
Oh.
he did what
really,
we
really
what
good.
we do. We put it on the stove and everything, and he condensed it. So now you can just.
Hmm.
That's nice. Hey,
It's really good.
if I send you the money, when I send you the money, you're gonna send that to me.
You don't have to send it. I can send it. You send me the address. I'll send it to you guys. This
Funny.
is only $5.
Still.
They have the
Wow.
turmeric one. They have the papaya,
Oh,
the passion fruit.
Nice.
passion fruit.
Oh,
Tomorrow, I'm gonna
We
go to
Caribbean up in
Omar.
this piece.
I'm gonna call you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I'm gonna
Nice.
FaceTime you while I'm there, so you pick out the ones you
what
want.
time you
Okay.
going? Because remember, I'm
I'm
working.
probably
What?
it'll be probably 4 o'clock my time.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'll be done with training at 3:30. But
Well,
I
then
have to
Our time.
actually,
then
I have to go pick
add
up.
me to the call so I could look too.
Me
Yeah,
too.
because I have to
please.
go there. I will. It worked out because my dry cleaner is right there, so I have to go pick up my stuff tomorrow. But I really wanted to try it, and she was giving samples at the store, and I was like, "Well, I'm familiar with the tea here. I don't know about the other ones now, but this one." And I tried it. She said you could put it in water, or you can just go ahead and take a teaspoon of this. I was
So
like,
you could probably put that on bread,
I
like
would literally
toast.
put it in water and make some tea.
Yeah,
But it
Yeah.
looks like you
just put it in water.
right?
And then you said she has the turmeric one too. I've been mixing that ginger and turmeric one.
Yeah.
Yo,
Wow.
I love it.
Yo, does it looks like it could be used as a spread too? Like I could put it on my toast.
Yeah.
You're on mute. Yo,
Yeah.
you're on mute.
Yeah, she hit mute.
Oh,
You're-
I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know if you could eat it as a spread, but you can if you want to be creative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it. Like this right here. I
could tell because the bottle's gone.
And you said you just got it.
She was like,
Right?
look at this here. And then she pasted it in front of us.
Yo, listen, her ass was hangry when I was on the phone with her just before we got on this call. So she probably killed that shit.
I did. Because I was
Like,
at Walmart since
these
3
bitches in here
something to get my
talking. I need to get my E on.
Did you get your car back?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good. Because that dude was taking, you said, forever.
He is so slow. He's just scruffy little. You could say he looked like that Jeffrey Dahmer type of person.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Serial killer tendencies.
Rachel was like, go over there. I was like, no, Rachel, if I go over there, I'm going to punch him. I'm not going to do that.
I was like, I'm on the phone with you.
I
Nope,
think
I'm not going over there.
Santa. I think he plays Santa for Christmas because the beard is so long.
That's just a cover. That's a cover. You know his ass got like heads and shit.
There's some crazy people in this world.
Oh,
I
what
know,
is
and I
that?
watch
What is
Tony.
that?
Oh, oh yeah.
Ooh, what is that one?
Well,
That one.
Promotes. That's for
What
mood.
does it say?
Oh.
I can't see.
Mood,
what is it
mood
called?
health. Mood health.
Mood health.
Okay.
You know, I been seeing medications for like things for mood health, but I never really thought about taking any.
Yeah, they have.
I'm afraid to take a lot of medications. I'm scared.
Well, they have that with magnesium, and that works really well, which is good for all of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I take this. I'm just like, ah.
You're in a good mood.
My friend Gary, who's a trainer and owns his gym, shared with me. I'll send it to you if you guys, if you're interested. It's a magnesium that also has ashwagandha in it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
But also you have to be careful if you're on any antidepressants or mood stabilizers. Make sure you consult your doctor because ashwagandha doesn't
here's
work
the
well.
thing, though. Do we want? I mean, if you're on a mood stabilizer, you probably don't need the mood medicate. The mood.
That's not true.
I still need it.
I still
need it.
Yeah, that's not necessarily true because everybody's designed differently. So what you take is going to be, you know, your body is going to distribute it as is. And then you might find that you just need more, you need less. And sometimes you can't take more of what you already have. You have to supplement it with something else.
Do you find that you're having mood swings, Dean? Do you need it? You don't need every. It's only it's okay. Then you probably don't need it. You would know if the mood swings or somebody would tell you you haven't one.
Right.
You're being.
Well, I haven't had that case yet, but
the next conversation will be you know, mood swings and why.
We gotta do homework, research.
Oh no.
Most of the time I feel like I'm fine, but then my kids will tell me or Mike will tell me, Mom don't even care anymore. She just walk away like whatever.
Yeah, I think I've come across this place in my life, and I think a lot of that has to do with because of what you all know, what I've been experiencing and what I've gone through with a divorce and the whole healing process and all the things, right? That I'm in this space where I kept thinking like I'm not afraid to reveal myself or be seen or to do things and live my life's purpose. And then when I get to it, like there's a block, like I couldn't do it. But today's a new day. Today I am celebrating my victory of it because I no longer feel that way. And I wanted to seize that moment because I feel like I'm in this place of, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you. I'm not caring. I don't care. Did I mention I don't care? I don't care. I'm sorry that your feelings, I'm not sorry that your feelings are hurt because I spoke the truth. You know, it is what it is. You know? Boo boo, I love you. I mean it. But, ooh, what's that?
What
I
is
don't know what
that?
that, I can't see it, man.
No,
Is that a drink?
Joyba?
Is that liquor?
I want to do it myself.
You are gonna do it yourself.
Yeah, liquor.
Know how to do it.
Hi, Aunt Rachel.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hey, baby girl. What's up,
Hi,
mama?
Tasha.
Joy, but what is
Carson.
that, Yo-Yo? What's up, mama?
Hi, Auntie Yo-Yo.
Joyba?
Joyba.
Hi, other person.
What's
You
in that,
don't know
Yo-Yo?
that.
You're on mute, Yo-Yo. That's why we can't hear you if you're talking to us.
You have friends?
Ay, ay, ay. Look, hold on. How do I?
Look at my new
Oh, Nikki is
family.
calling me.
Don't
Hold
put that
on,
down.
Nikki.
That is not
You're
yours.
gonna
Put
have
it
to
down.
wait a moment, honey. Where'd
Oh,
you
you gotta go
go?
get the blow
Oh, we
dryer?
lost Yo-Yo?
Yo-Yo here.
Okay. Well, I thank you all for coming on today.
Mm-hmm.
I need Yo-Yo to come back so I can do it. Stacey, you are hilarious. Wait, do it again, sis.
Oh, here?
That's a good picture.
Mm-mm.
Get out the picture.
I got Natasha halfway.
Oh my
You
gosh.
didn't get Jelon in there, right?
I don't know if she's
not
in it at
included
that
in my-
time.
No, Mom. I have
No,
more.
she's not in it.
You know that.
She did not even in it.
Sticking out the
No.
side of
I
the
have
head.
more than you. Here, plug this in.
Wait, Natasha.
I'm laying
There
on.
we go.
Wait. Hi.
Where's Yo-Yo?
I know somebody, we got a text Yo-Yo.
Sign her back. Get your hand out the way,
Jelon,
Jelon.
move your hand, Jelon.
Move your hand. She's taking a picture for her thing. Let me text
Natasha,
Yo-Yo.
where'd you go?
I got out the picture. I look terrible.
No,
Don't,
Jelon,
don't.
I needed Jelon to move her hand. I need
Jelon,
to
you gotta move your head. Hold on.
All right,
I'm trying to
Jelon.
text Yo-Yo, but Jelon is sitting here.
I look
No,
terrible.
I have to get my hair done. Get off the phone with your
You are
friend.
killing me, Tosh.
Get on the phone with your friend.
Friend.
You trying to be incognito and half face, half
What
this.
is that?
Let me get a side face. I'll do the side. I got funny pictures. I'm sending them too.
What? Don't.
Yeah, send them.
Yes,
I hope I'm not in any of those pictures.
you are. And you
You're
know
supposed
what?
to
So
be
is
in
the
the picture.
ceiling. So I got the pictures of the ceiling, and then most of my pictures
Was
of
my head
Natasha
tie
is the
on
ceiling.
straight?
Yes, your hair tie is on straight. Tasha, get in there and give me a side profile. Hilarious. There's Yo-Yo. Wait,
Okay.
wait, Natasha, get back. Everybody,
Yo-Yo's
one,
back. She wants a picture with Yo-Yo.
two. Natasha, if you don't get on there.
Wait, I'm walking back to the chair.
Oh, Lord, help us.
I was laying in the bed.
Okay, one,
Oh no.
Wait, now
two,
you see my bed. Wait. You see my bed.
2, 3, 1, 2,
Wait,
3.
bro.
Did you say wait, bro?
I moved my camera.
I love it. That's a good
Like a
pic.
selfie.
Okay, wait. Let me do it again. Stacey, you look cute. All right, Yo-Yo. Here we go. Okay.
All right, this was a good talk.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yes. So I'm
Nice
going.
seeing all of you. Nice meeting you.
Okay.
Nice
Oh,
seeing
what's
you.
that? Oh, I know what that is. That got pieces of fruit in it.
What is that? Who is?
It's a
Oh, that's
drink from
you.
the Asian spot.
The boba.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. You got all kinds of flavor. You know you want mute, yo.
Yeah, I was gonna take a picture and send it. I think I posted it somewhere.
Somewhere.
I posted it somewhere.
Messenger.
No, it's in the chat, the
It's in the
message.
chat. Okay.
So we do have a chat.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that will
We do?
disappear. Yeah, there's a chat box. Or you mean on our phone?
Somewhere
No,
I did.
on the. Oh, you didn't
There's
put it in
nothing
the
in the chat
chat box.
box. Mm-mm.
Nope, it's not in there. So she hopefully sent this to us in a regular chat.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in this chat box. The just created.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is go through our recording, and I'm probably gonna take some pics and choose the ones that I think are the ones that do us justice, and I'll send them to you to get your approval.
Wait, you posting this?
Yes, ma'am.
What are you talking about?
Natasha's hilarious. I said, yes, ma'am.
Why are you posting
Where
it?
you
What-
posting it
ma'am?
at?
Where are you posting it?
Nah, I don't care.
I don't care.
Whatever.
Where do you post it
That's what
at?
makes you happy.
So
Go
my
for it.
podcast, this will be on the podcast. So I'm going to go through it and I'm going to edit some of the beginnings because I was in the car driving. None of us were ready. We're trying to get the camera ready. So I might chunk this up into like 2 or 3 different segments for the same conversation. And then I'm going to go through my phone and pick out which pics came through the best because it is the screen. So the screen sometimes has the lines and such. But then there's also going to be the audio and the video portion of this. So if I can get a snippet of the video, then I'm going to post a little bit of the video to promote it.
Alrighty then.
Glad I didn't eat my donut on. I'm glad I pointed up to the ceiling while I was scarfing down my donut.
Looking ravenous and shit.
So good.
Look, you done eating crack cocaine.
That was yeah, it had like all the powder on it. I was just pointing you guys up at the wall. I'm like,
Dude, man, you okay?
powdered donut.
Yo, look.
Raspberry.
Okay, do we need an intervention, you all right?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
You want a donut?
I will talk to you guys later.
Yes. Love you all. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Mwah.
Bye.
Oh, stop recording. I gotta stop recording. Pause. Are you sure you want to stop recording? I am.